even more elementary breakdown of kind of what's going on, because I don't want to get lost in the weeds here. Like I said, I know when we start talking tech, it can get tricky, and I don't want anybody to feel like, shit, everybody else got it except me. So, like I said, if you need us to break it down further, or if you need more explanation, please leave some level of, like, I don't know, give me that face that you make where it's like the lip kind of tilted to the side, like you don't know what the fuck going on. Do that emoji. Everybody else do a thumb. Everybody else do a thumbs up. Gary, we are at the midpoint of the call. I want to start bringing up people from the audience. So if you have something that you want to contribute to the conversation or a question that you want to ask, like I said, I'm quiet today because I'm learning. I'm writing down as I'm driving. Dangerous, but wanting to learn, like severely, at a point where I really want to learn this and implement it on a day-to-day basis. So, Gary, start bringing up people from the audience. Anybody else on the stage that wants to contribute to the conversation or add something to it, please do so. I know Duran can give us the very technical breakdown, but anybody else, feel free to jump in, please.
Yeah, definitely want to hear more about how you guys use it in your everyday life. But right now we have up on the stage Mel. Tell us where you calling from and what would you like to add to the conversation.
Good morning, y'all. Love the call as every week. I'm in Jersey. I run a business development firm that is really focused on healthcare entities. And I did want to share this particular use case. So one of the things that we do is we recruit providers for independent practices. And in this recruitment process, we generally are giving, like, in this case, a resident who's just finishing up graduation, ready to take his first job as a primary care physician. These contracts that they get, they're generally around like 20 pages. So we produced a contract for him, the hiring entity, sent it to him. The resident sent the contract to his attorney, who made a bunch of markups, but he forgot to send it back, highlighting what was changed in the contract, which is a big headache, right? So in order to not get delayed, love the call, waiting for him to kick it back to his attorney and so on and so forth, I just took the two contracts, each section by section, and I put it into Gemini, and I asked Gemini, can you highlight the differences in each section and what they could actually mean in layman's terms? How do they affect both sides? And the way that they broke it down, like, I was so happy when I saw that this was an AI conversation, because something like this, where, healthcare attorneys are anywhere from 500 to, 900 an hour, 300 to 900 an hour, pardon me. So to be able to do that, I was able to send my client like give input. So thank you guys.
I want to add something.
Thank you, Mel.
I want to add something to that, Gary. So I appreciate Mel going in that direction. Another trick you all can do in ChatGPT or Gemini, start with search. My wife do that all the time. So my buddy came to see me. He's from Detroit, and they contacted him to do a Charleston White documentary, to film it and do the post-production. And he's like, man, I don't know what to do with this stuff. I'm just a DJ. I said, no, you're not. So you can ask ChatGPT or Gemini to search the person, because what it does is it gives ChatGPT the context on the person, and then you can follow the conversation. So in front of him, in seconds, I showed him what he would be able to do. I said, search Charleston White. I'm not going to read it, but it'd take too long on stage. But it gave 4 paragraphs of who Charleston White was. Then I said, if you were going to create a mini docuseries, 1 hour per episode across 2 seasons, for example, season 1, episode 1, 2, 3, season 2, episode 4, 5, 6, what would you call the entire documentary series? Each episode, make it memorable, clever, funny, controversial, and heartfelt. In addition, consider that we may purchase domain names for these titles. And then it just went in. It's a series title, Charleston White, The Unfiltered Journey, season 1, Rising from the Ashes, and so forth and so forth and so on. And it just blew his mind. It did it in seconds. I said, that was just seconds. That's before we get information from them and we actually put together. So it's a really, really, really set of strong use cases. But I would say start with the search. So if you want search GM or search Porsche or search Isaac Hayes Sr., and then you can start from that framework, because it allows ChatGPT to have information on the thing that you want to go back and forth with it about. I'm going on mute.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. So next on stage we got IFX Media. Good morning. Tell us where you're calling from, and what would you like to add to the conversation?
Good morning, all. Greetings, salutations. It's LFX Media. I'm the face of LFX Media. I'm an author. I wrote a book called The Rico Verdict. My mission statement as a writer is freeing oppressed minds with the literary pen. So we have to write with a purpose. We have to create content with a purpose. I've been on here only since Thanksgiving, and to the capabilities, and I gotta commend you, Isaac, and your staff to be for the creators. There is no actual. Well, I haven't seen any actual social media platform that's actually for the creators. This is it right here. Now, other than being a writer, I'm also an owner of a radio station, a podcast network. So I am just a baby when it comes to messing around with AI. But I will say this, as we're having these discussions, don't just sit there and take notes. I'm in front of my NVIDIA computer right now. I have a question for whoever would like to answer.
Yeah, let's go ahead and throw it out, bro.
Okay, so I'm on my NVIDIA computer, and I want to say this to you guys as well. If you believe in a product, buy stocks in it as well. So, we say, you buy a pair, buy a share when it comes to Nike. I got the GeForce computer. I got OpenAI opened. And as these conversations are going, have your computer open with your question, and then you can apply whatever. So I have ChatGPT open, and I have AI PRM, which I guess I'm new to it, so I want someone like Duran or whoever to take the question and explain what AI PRM does for ChatGPT. And if you could walk me through connecting my OpenAI account and my AI PRM account, if I should or should not, that's where I'm at with it right now. I'll rest my.
All right, thank you for that.
Anybody gonna jump in? Because I'm definitely not the one to answer.
Durant, do you have anything for that?
Well, now, what was that you said again? I'm typing in the chat. You said AIPRM?
You know what? So. We moved him down to the audience. He wanted to. You know what? Hold on.
Tell him put it in the chat, then I'll circle back to it after we go to the next person.
All right, cool. Okay. All right, cool. Who else we got up here? Gary. But I want to make sure we get an answer. I want to make sure we get an answer for LFX, but I do want to get to the next person.
All right, Fresh Nerdy, welcome to the stage. Tell us where you're calling from, and what would you like to add to the conversation?
Hey, hello everyone.
Hello there. Good morning.
Hello, I'm calling from very, very far.
No shit.
Switzerland. I'm calling from Switzerland.
Good morning, Switzerland. What up?
I'm good. I wanted to add something on the conversation about AI, and I will recommend everyone, if you got a chance, there's a tool, the ChromeSec extension. I will post in the chat. It's called a YouTube summary with ChatGPT. And what's good is about this tool, it's you can use this tool for every website, and once you click on the tool, it's gonna transfer every content.
Oh man, not the room closed. Ooh-wee. Oops, Isaac. Was that you, Isaac? We'll wait to see if it comes back open. In the meantime, we'll scroll down and see what other rooms are open. Okay. Memphis, Maine, ready for all smoke. Easy's Trading Lounge, top of the top to the NDNZ. Okay. Small minds not welcome. Snow day. Influx. Here we go. They opened the room again.
I think I might have hit a button by accident.
I'm like, yeah, we was.
I know we was rolling. Hold on, I think I hit the wrong button. That's my bad. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me get everybody come back up on stage because I was like, I know I probably hit the wrong button. I was like, oh shit. You know what I was doing? I was actually on Fanbase at the same time, so I forgot I was on Fanbase and I was just scrolling, looking at the content while I'm.
Oh shit.
My bad. You know you be surfing the app and they be like,
you know what happened to me? You talk about what happened to me yesterday, Third. Those people got you. Yeah. Talking this AI, they got us.
Like nobody's business, like on the app at the same time, just doing whatever. And I was like, oh shit.
Third, they hit you with the Elizabeth Holmes like they did with me yesterday. They got you.
Yeah, probably. Hold on. Who else? Where Gary at? Everybody come back.
Yeah, we gotta get Gary back in here.
Yeah, man, that was funny. My bad. I apologize. That was my fault. I want to get Fresh back up here because I really wanted to hear what he was talking about. And he's from Switzerland, which I love the fact that somebody from Switzerland is in this room right now.
Somebody look up what time it is in Switzerland right now.
It's probably about. I'd say probably about 5.
5.
About 5 in Switzerland.
Get Gary, make Gary a moderator real quick. Fresh. Sorry about that, Fresh. And hold on, we're gonna give me 1 more minute. Let me get everybody back in this room. We was up to like 120 some odd people, and and everybody was tapped into this conversation. So apologies.
I know they're coming back. Hold on, I'm gonna get us back right. But keep going.
Also, funny enough, but Fresh, before you even say anything, and we got to figure this out. Me and Tiff was going through, and we're using Gary's insights that he used on this call. For whatever reason, we tend to get a lot, like an influx of people around this like 10:35, 10:40 mark. That may say that we're starting the call too early. I don't know if we are to follow the numbers, but around this time is when everybody kind of tends to get on. So we'll go from 100 to 120 or 75 to 100 all of a sudden around 10:40. So actually what I would love for everybody in the room to do, because of the cutoff, but because around this time is when we get an influx of people, everybody reshare the room, please, and let them know that we are in here again. If you haven't already, so go down to that arrow at the bottom right hand side of your phone and share the room and let people know what we're talking about. This, like, the numbers were extremely great today, and I know that we're getting a lot of people who want to hear what we're talking about. So shouts out to everybody here. But yeah, share the room, reshare the room, let everybody know that we're back. Little hiccup, but back in the game. So Fresh, you were talking. Please, jump back in and finish what you were saying if you could, please.
Yeah, sure. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, I was talking about the extension tool that I come across last year on Google Chrome. And the extension is very, very powerful. I think every content creator can be very useful. And when you use this tool, you're going to save you a lot of time, and it's going to cost you maybe like, let's say, content that you need maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, you can create in 2 minutes, 5 minutes.
What type of content? What do you mean? Explain that.
And the tool, it's all about summarizing the transcript from any website. That is, it's cropping the text or the video, summarizing, and then you can take the text. And once you click on the tool, it's going to transfer all the content on ChatGPT.
I think he's referring to the same thing. Are you referring to AIPRM? I think that's the same thing LFX was talking about.
I'm not sure. The tool itself, it's called a YouTube summary with ChatGPT.
Are you saying Acuitive?
No, it's called YouTube summary with ChatGPT. I'm gonna post it in the chat.
Thank you for that.
Yes. Wait, give me a second.
And then, Fresh, I want to let you land before I jump to LFX.
Yeah, just post it in the group.
Okay.
Oh, YouTube summary. You said YouTube summary. Yes.
Yes. Yes, but it's not specific only for YouTube. But most people think it's for YouTube. But once you install the tool, you can go to any website, and once you click on that tool, it's gonna transfer all the content on ChatGPT, and then you can, from there, you can then modify the content on your own.
Yeah. So
that you can make any content unique on your own way, the way you want.
Yeah. So what he's talking about, Nick? What he's talking about, Nick, and that's good because I can pull this in with LFX. These are Chrome extensions, ladies and gentlemen. So if you utilize the Chrome browser, Chrome itself has an app store where they allow extensions inside of the browser. If you have Safari, you won't be able to utilize Safari. But if you have iPhone, you can utilize it with iPhone if you download the Chrome app. So the first one that he referred to, he being LFX, was AIPRM. That's Artificial Intelligence Powered Response Management. And it literally is just scanned through ChatGPT and websites to give search engine rankings. Because ChatGPT doesn't necessarily do that, although it gives you information. It's just like utilizing ChatGPT and Google together in a very strong capacity. And this was built before Google launched Gemini. So that's what these are. The one that the gentleman just spoke about and LFX earlier are Chrome extensions. So you can search Chrome and just type in ChatGPT extensions and you'll get a list of them. I'm going on mute.
Man, I sure appreciate y'all being so damn smart because this is not my area. And I swear I'm learning a lot today. So shouts out to y'all. Gary, I know we got some new people up here. Let's go ahead and get them talking.
All right, so how to Fanbase? Welcome back, my brother. Good morning. What would you like to add to the conversation?
Hello, everyone. It's North Star, speaking from the How to Fanbase icon. Good morning to everybody. Okay, so here's my 2 cents about AI. I'm just speaking from my own personal usage and experience. So I am a heavy user of ChatGPT, and there's a few other AIs that I use in tandem. The other one is which is now Gemini, but it used to be called Google Bard. But I'm gonna stick with ChatGPT because since this is the main focus, I'm gonna share a few things with you all that will be very helpful, and especially with you, Nick. I don't know if Isaac does this at all because I haven't heard anybody mention this, but this is what it is. So ChatGPT has a feature where you can actually create your own GPT. You can name it. You can create like a structural instructional guideline on what it needs to focus on and how it needs to focus and how it should answer you, right? And you can basically, like, if you wanted to just focus on marketing or maybe focus on writing scripts or maybe focus on something that has to do with, social media or business, anything that you want to do is up to your imagination and what angle you want to come from. So you can create that. Now, what I do is I created my own GPT, and then I utilize that because of my specific focus, and then I have it like when I'm putting input in to get answers back, it's answering me from the standpoint of like how I want it to focus instead of it just pulling from a bunch of sources. It's kind of like tailored, like like if you hired a professional expert or something like that in a specific area. So that's one caveat. The other one is what I do to actually help like amplify that, to like advance it, is it also has a PDF feature. So what you can do is you can write a document, right? And in that document, you can like whatever you want to put in there, however you want to like, to think of it like this. Let's say if you wanted to specialize something and you wanted to like hyper focus on a specific thing and you want to create something under this particular like framework, then what you write a document based on that idea and build it out as fast as you can. You can even use ChatGPT to help you build it out, and then you put it in a document format and then upload it as a PDF, and then you can tell your GPT to focus on that as a guideline to analyze it, and then you can build whatever you want from there. So now you have like a specialized like idea framework, however you want to word it, where you can actually produce something in the way that you want. Now, one last thing I'm gonna add is, and what I do is I don't accept the first thing it produces. Like even if it's good, I'll say okay, and I'll take parts of it, have it rewrite it, and keep rewriting until it comes out to something that I feel like is good enough, and then I use it for whatever, move on to the next thing with that. So that's what I have to add with that.
Thank you for that, North Star. We appreciate that. Yeah, man, long time listener, bro. We appreciate you tapping in every week.
So Gary, I'm just jumping in between just to give context to people. So think about the iPhone, everybody, and the App Store. Apple have given everyone the ability to build apps on the App Store. ChatGPT is doing the same. They're called AI agents. That's the technical name. They're agents because they're supposed to be an assistance to you. Now, here's the thing. The AI agents themselves is not completely different from ChatGPT. So it's like a chatbot. It's basically a chatbot, but it's empowered with external tools. So you take the nature of ChatGPT and the traditional chat box, and you mix it with a tool like Canva, and there you have an AI agent. So it's a supercharged chatbot. They gave it a new marketing name, AI agent. It's the traditional framework of the GPT, which I explained earlier, the general pre-trained transformer, and it's mixing it with a Web 2 type technology. So now, when you make your own agent in ChatGPT, you're not necessarily going to be able to connect it to your app because that requires a particular partnership. But you can go inside of ChatGPT. They have a marketplace. The reason they did this is because a lot of people were utilizing their API. That stands for Application Programming Interface. All it means is if I want to build something like Nick's car, Nick doesn't want to give me all of his secret sauce. What he'll do is take half of how he built the car and just give me enough to make my version of it. But I will never be able to have 100% of it. That is an API. That's it. That's simple. So when ChatGPT or OpenAI opened their API, they wanted to do that so that the developer community can be comfortable with them building AI. But what they found was people were utilizing their API and raising hundreds of millions of dollars. Oh, we are the lawyer GPT. We have lawyer AI. So you go and talk to an investor, lawyer AI, but did you build a new large language model? Well, no, we utilize OpenAI's API. Oh yeah, we're not investing in your company. So Sam Altman said, fuck you guys. Now we're launching AI agents. And it literally shut down like 60 businesses. Like that overnight. Because all of those businesses were built on utilizing OpenAI's technology. And they had to build the AI agents. I don't even think it was in their strategy, Gary, Nick, Isaac, because a lot of this shit is sloppy. My wife and I, we laugh at a lot of it every day. But they had to, because there was so many companies that utilized their technology to build billion-dollar businesses within 7 months. So they shut all that down by closing off their API, which is interesting, Nick, because now we're talking closed AI. The whole thing about AI was supposed to be open so that all of us can deal with the code. But OpenAI now, the owner of ChatGPT, all of their AI is closed. They shut it all down. So that's what those are. It's available in the ChatGPT. They're called AI agents. Some of them are sloppy. Some of them are great. You can definitely deprecate your own, but that's the history as to why they even got invented. I'm going on.
Nice. Hey, two things, because I know we're kind of coming toward the end of our call. I know we got Javaness up here, and it looks like Eric Risco. I think that's what it is. I see somebody in the chat that was asking Fresh for the link that he was mentioning. So, Fresh, if you're still in the audience, can you please go into the chat and leave the link that you were discussing earlier when you were up on the stage? Can you please put that in the chat? Oh, there he just did it. Thank you, Fresh. The second thing is I want to get Javanese and Eric to go.
That's a good link too, by the way, everybody. That's a good link. It's not a bad link. So I know people are scared to click links. That's a real Google link. I'm going.
No, it's all good. And then Javanese, Eric, I want y'all to go because before we get off the call, I would love to hear, really, really quickly at the end of this call, like something that everybody can get off this call and do. Whether it is literally Google something, try something, download something. So I want Duran, Isaac, or anybody. Like I said, I don't want to limit it to just those two. I just know that those two are kind of the savvy ones who kind of talk more about this. But I would love for you guys to start considering pondering on something that you can give everybody at the 11 o'clock mark. Like, here's something that y'all can go do right now. So, Javanese, Eric, I want y'all to go ahead and go. Gary, I'll let you, tell me which one is going first. But at the end of it, Duran and or Isaac, please give us, just kind of start pondering something to throw in at 11 o'clock. So, go for it, Gary.
Sounds good. Ladies first, Javanese, welcome to the stage.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm calling from Washington, D.C.
D.C., welcome.
Yeah. I just wanted to say ChatGPT has been really good. I use it for content, creating content I did use it for creating content for my webpage. And I also edited my book, my latest book, and I'm using it to edit the book. And I did hit one snag, like certain words that I have there in the book. They're like, well, we can't, because it's dealing with abuse and stuff like that. So it's telling me that they can't help me or can't edit certain parts of my book because I guess it's too graphic of some sort. So definitely, I've used it for that. I've used it for helping me with the resume, different things like that, searching different things I need to research. So yeah, so it's pretty convenient. At first I was skeptical about it, but then I said, let me try it. And then, so I use that. And I also use Copilot. And I also do a ChatGPT. I have the app and I use it. I use a paid app, just because I wanted everything to be, more secure. So that's what I use it for.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for that.
Javanese.
I appreciate you. Eric Briscoe Sr., welcome to the stage, my brother. Tell us where you're calling from, and what would you like to add to the conversation?
I'm calling from China, Texas. This information is great. I'm just now getting started in AI and trying to learn more about it. But I just stumbled on a gold mine, and I appreciate all the information.
Hey.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you jumping on.
That's right. Appreciate you. We in these last couple of minutes of the call, like I was saying earlier, Isaac Durant, anybody on the stage right now, like I said, if you have a quick, because we're at the tail end of it, if you have a quick website, an app, a search idea, something that I want everybody to be able to get off this call and say, all right, I'm gonna go do this real quick just so I can get an introduction, 101 level of like, I'm gonna try AI, an AI app, a ChatGPT, or whatever the case may be. Like, can y'all give us something real quick, real easy that everybody can go do today?
I was saying third one to go. So ChatGPT, everybody utilize ChatGPT. The reason why, because they have the strongest parameters and the weights. That's technical stuff. But more importantly, they pioneered what everybody's doing as far as the GPT. They were the first company that actually really pioneered their part. Google was doing a lot of stuff in AI, so was Meta, but the current version of AI that we're utilizing with large language models, ChatGPT, OpenAI, they were the first to really figure it out. Utilize ChatGPT if you're working on an idea, if you want to open a restaurant, have conversations with it and make sure it challenges your ideas. So when you go inside of the chat box, hey, I want to open a restaurant in Atlanta. Tell me where the best restaurants are. Here's the concept. Tell me why it would work, also why it wouldn't work, and work against that. Have a conversation with it. Don't be afraid for it to tell you why your idea may have some holes and gaps. Add in what would be the legal elements I have to file. Are there some local contracts that I actually have to file? And keep telling it to search, because Bing, which is Microsoft's search engine, is connected to ChatGPT, but sometimes you have to say it. Search LLCs related to starting a restaurant, and it will give you information based on that. Yes, but I appreciate that, Nick, because all these tools are cool, but some of them are complicated to utilize. Everybody should start with ChatGPT, 100%. I'm going on mute.
Thank you. Everybody, y'all heard that. Please start with ChatGPT.
Hey,
anybody else? Oh, go ahead.
Real quickly, I just want to say that one thing you got to do with all these AIs is when you run something, don't just copy, paste, and send it through without reading through it. Change things up to match the way you talk, because I can't tell you how many times now I can't tell you how many times now I've gotten like an email or something, and it's been a fully AI, and then when I talk to the person, they're completely different, and I'm like, okay, so that leads me to a little bit of untrust right there from the beginning. And you just need to change it to the way you talk. Don't just copy paste.
Let me go back and read my emails now. Give me a minute.
Hey, listen, I have my daughters doing like weekly assignments for me, and one of my daughters, she sent something last week, and I was like, "Yo, who wrote this?" And like, cause it was immediate. Like Tiff knows what I'm talking about. We was looking like, "Hell, hold on." To her credit, she said, "This is how I talk when I'm writing essays." I was like, "All right, cool." So I let it ride. But it was a stark contrast to the person that I talk to every day. So yes, please, guys, start putting stuff in your own words. Y'all tripping.
Use your own voice.
You can actually teach it to actually use your own cadence and tone.
Really?
Yeah, you can tell it like you can actually give it like give ChatGPT emails that you've written, and then say like moving forward, always respond in emails with this tone, the way that I typically write my emails, and it'll use that as a foundation. Yeah, you can
talk to it as well.
Yep.
So
yeah.
So okay, okay, we might have to do this. Like talk more about this next week, because like, okay, so today, like I said, I want to do the introduction. Maybe next week, what we'll do is kind of take it up a notch, because something like that is something I would love to go into detail about, of like starting to train, you know, the Chat GPT or whatever it is that we're using to more so mimic the author or the person who's coming up with the idea. That's always been my thing. Like, I'm actually a really good writer, so I don't mind writing my own stuff, which is another reason why I haven't really jumped into ChatGPT to like write stuff for me, because that's really where I excel. However, the other part of the other hesitancy on my end was it ain't gonna talk like me. I know how I talk, I know how I communicate, I know how I kick it. But if I can train it that way, now we talking about something completely different. So
yeah,
I actually love that's great insight. I didn't know that.
So Nick, you can talk to it as well. It has a voice mechanism. And when you do the room next week, my wife will come in and she'll talk. She's a master at it. But you want to utilize it, Nick. Don't be like me. I was stubborn. I was like, man, I'm fucking smart as shit. I'm smart as an AI. I'm not utilizing that shit. And my wife was like, okay, you're going to love it. It's going to make you much more efficient. So definitely utilize it to help write your book, Nick, because that's what the tools are for. It's meant for us to utilize them as humans. And you can talk to it to help it learn you, like what Third was saying. Meaning, when you talk to it with their voice feature, it's going to translate what you said into text so you don't have to type it. So you can do both in real time. I'm going on.
Man, that's
I actually just came up with a great idea while we were sitting here. Something to do.
What's up?
I ain't saying it on here.
I was about to say, don't mention it. You better text Nick. You better call Nick personally.
I got something great. I got something dope I want to do. I think I got to talk to Ramiro about it though. But I think we can do it.
Let's do it, man. Hey, and then, also Isaac, before you get off, I brought up at the beginning of the conversation the Martin Luther King statue that you did. You did that on Midjourney, wasn't it?
Yeah, Midjourney's on I think version 6 now. So yeah, like you can give it prompts, but then there's actually websites or sites where you can go to actually find like the basis of really high quality Midjourney prompts. So Midjourney focuses on very detailed prompts as well, like aspect ratio, style. You can say in the style of, or you can say as shot on a particular type of camera with this type of light at this type of angle, and it'll take all of those things and then reproduce images based on that. And so it's pretty interesting what you'll be able to do. But the more specific you get with it, the better your results will be. If you give it something very generic, you'll get something very generic. But if you're very, very specific, you'll say the shoe is tied in a unique style that shows, like I don't know, like rhinestones and and then the very vivid detail. It'll give you options of what you want to be able to do, and you'll be able to recreate those options or create different versions and all that kind of stuff really quickly.
One more thing, Nick. In ChatGPT 4, Isaac just sparked that thought for me. You can upload images as well.
Yeah.
So you can upload 6 Jordan images. To Isaac's point, and you can talk to ChatGPT. This still is text, what I'm talking about. I shift from Midjourney just to be clear for the room. But he sparked this thought. So in ChatGPT with text, I can upload Jordan images and I say, take these images. I want you to explain to me how a new crossover can be made, how Allen Iverson actually crossed Jordan. Or before you even say that, you can say, search Allen Iverson Jordan crossover online. It searched that, then you could take the images from PDFs, from the JPEGs, and upload them, and then you can have a conversation with it. So give it the data that you want to talk about, and then actually had a conversation. I almost forgot that you can utilize images. That's a really cool feature.
And you can be conversational with it. So you can be conversational with Chat GPT, saying like, hey, like you can say, what do you think about what do you think about the black community saying that the Democratic Party has never done anything on behalf of black people? Like what response do you think
that is a question Third would ask?
No, for real. But it'd be like, what response, or what responses, or what how would you respond to that question? And then ChatGPT will tell you, well, I would start with da 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 da, and it'll tell you everything that you want to know in a conversational format. So it's really cool. If you talk to it like that, it'll talk back to you. It'll literally like it'll weird you out. And I got the one I changed the voice to the black woman, so ChatGPT has a black woman voice on it, so I changed it to the black woman voice. And I be talking to her all the time. We just be having conversations.
Hey,
it's real smooth though. It's real smooth. When you in ChatGPT on your phone, it's a pair of like headphones. You tap it, the screen will turn black, and this little white dot will come up, and it just say start talking, and you can start talking to it, and it's just like you can have a conversation with it. Like you can actually go. It'll actually remain open. So once it stops talking, the mic will open back up, so you can keep talking back and forth with it. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's like, oh shit.
Oh,
that's
what I'm doing.
Yeah,
no, I'm using ChatGPT from now on.
So look,
I use it more than Google.
So shouts out to everybody who jumped on today's call. We had a really, really great call. This is for everybody who made comments about us getting back to the business portion of the Monday morning marketing meeting. Yes, we can have deep business conversations, as well as Donald Trump at SneakerCon, as well as marketing black women, as well as politics, religion, whatever else. Like I said, there are so many facets to marketing, and I love that we can tap into all of them. I appreciate everybody on the stage, as well as everybody in the audience, for making this like one of the smartest audio rooms to me in the world. Like I said, I think that we discuss things from such a wide range of perspectives that we have to. I enjoy this call every week. So shouts out to y'all. I appreciate everybody who jumps on here week to week. If this is your first time listening, I hope you enjoyed it. If this was your last time listening, hey man, I don't know what to tell you, man. Today was dope. So we do this call every single Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, exclusively right here on Fanbase. Join us. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Please share the room. Let everybody know we talked about. Actually, please go and utilize the tips that was mentioned on today's call. Like I said, please, everybody go jump on ChatGPT right now or at some point today. Just go tinker around with it. I promise you'll be better for it.
Hey, real quick.
Go ahead.
Let me make a plug real quick before you close us out today, good brother. I'm not sure if anyone is aware in the room, I do film and television. So I produce film and television, developing my own screenplays and teleplays. On Thursdays at 7 p.m., we're doing a room here, an audio room through my company called Coalition of Artists. Thursdays at 7 p.m., we're talking all things film and television. So we're kind of biting on Nick's model here. We do 1 hour. It's topical. We might bring on a guest to interview, but it's all things ranging film and television. So Thursday at 7 p.m. if you're available on Fanbase. Thank you.
Hey, send me a reminder on Wednesday, Gary. I'm tapping in the room on Thursday for sure.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Gotta support my folks, man. So everybody, please, like I said, follow us, like us, love us here on Facebook. Send us some love, send us some hearts, do all of that good stuff. And we will see you next Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Fanbase. Appreciate all of y'all. Thank you. See y'all next week. Peace.
Peace out.
Hey, thanks.